I'll record.
All right. Yep, it's now recording.
Forgive me, everybody. We're just learning to work together.
Technical difficulties.
So we're going on.
Yeah. Press got it, and you should be all set.
I'd like to introduce Linda Glazer, who's going to tell you just a little bit of her bio. Linda, welcome.
Thank you. Okay, let me just.
That's it. Just make sure to clear this meeting is being recorded by saying got it and then exiting the chat, because I don't think people can see the presentation.
Is it being recorded now?
It's being recorded right now for sure. I see the record sign on the top, so you just have to make sure that people can see the presentation now.
Did Samantha get in yet? Because she was sending me her email, totallyhealed@gmail.com.
Let me see, Samantha.
I just texted to her.
Okay.
It's Margie.
She hasn't gotten in yet.
Oh, she wants her to a Gmail. Okay, I'll try it to
Can
Gmail.
you all not talk? Can you do it with texting each other or chatting in the chat, but not? We don't want your conversations recorded.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, can you chat in chat?
Yes, send everything to chat, everyone. That's what chat's for.
I'd like to go on and have Linda is just beginning to tell us about herself. So Linda, back to you.
Okay, thank you. So I took this course the last time around, and I'm a local to Betsy. I'm in Newton, Massachusetts. I'm in Watertown, but I grew up in Newton, which is the next town over. And I grew up in kind of a basic Jewish kosher meat and potatoes kind of family. And sweets were always a real comfort food for me, you know, both like physically and emotionally. And I still find this a continuing challenge. But when I was young, I was very active, and it didn't seem like a huge problem. And then as I got older, I kind of stopped growing this way and I started growing this way a little bit. So I was, you know, doing the whole thing with the diets and all that kind of stuff. So anyways, I've been trying to just really come more into balance is basically what I'm shooting for. I've studied some other things like macrobiotics and Ayurveda. And I thought that this would be a good time to explore the raw food path a little bit more. So anyways, that's a little bit about me. And last time, Betsy asked me to demonstrate one of the recipes, the kale avocado salad. And so I decided I would do it in a song. And she asked me if I would do that again. So
I need to know how to put, not show the slides, but show Linda. How do I do that?
So you can one second, let me figure this out. Well, first things first, you have to press got it for this meeting is being recorded so that thing can disappear. Betsy.
I'm going to shift it over for you to do this because you're able to do it better than I can. So
okay, let me do this.
Let's focus on Linda.
All right, one sec. I got it, guys. All right, sorry everyone. I'm just trying to do my best. All right, share screen. Okay.
We don't want the slideshow. We want Linda.
We just want Linda. Okay.
Not the slideshow.
Linda, one second.
Close the slideshow.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure this out right now.
Don't you just have to share the screen with
Stuff.
Linda
Oh, yeah, Linda.
so she can speak?
Yeah, Linda, share your screen.
share my screen. Okay,
Yep.
I don't have anything. This will stop. Okay.
Once you start talking, it should. You should.
Now if I close this, will it go out? No. Didn't work. I
No,
think you
we're
have to
viewing
stop
Jason's
sharing your
screen right now.
screen.
We're viewing Jason's screen right now, but if Betsy shares her screen with Linda, yeah, now it is. We see you now, Linda.
Okay,
Okay,
All right.
got it.
Perfect.
okay. You ready?
Yes, wonderful.
Okay. Hello, classmates. Hello, teacher. Thanks for watching. I'm no preacher. This is my live food demonstration. And I hope you all enjoy the presentation. For kale avocado salad, assemble your props. If you have the ingredients, you soon will be tops. Take a bunch of kale, remove the stalks. Cut the rest into pieces. This recipe rocks. Add 2 shredded carrots. 2 avocados chopped up. A little bit of lemon juice. And a pinch of sea salt. Put it together to give it some soul. It's a 1-pot dish in a bowl. Mush, mush here, mush, mush there. Oh, wait, I have to show you.
Mhm.
Everywhere. That's how we make our kale avocado salad with a mush, mush here, a mush, mush there, and a mush, mush everywhere. Ta-da! Wait, now I got to taste it and let you know if it's any good. Not bad. That's it.
Thank you,
Thank
Linda.
you.
That's wonderful.
You're welcome.
She's going to be a role model for all of you to want to do presentations too.
That was adorable, Linda.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Love it, love it.
So
So
that's
cool.
absolutely wonderful.
I say if it's not fun, don't do it.
There you go.
And so would you go to the next slide, Jason?
Oh, yep. Do you want me to share the screen again?
Yes,
Or-
please go to the next slide.
Okay, got it. Share screen. Discussion. Present. All right,
Next,
that's good. Next slide.
go to introductions.
Introduction.
Yes. So with so many people here today, we're limiting the introductions to 1 minute. So share your name and the following. Tell us where you're from. And it's very important to have the 3 objectives because we're looking at your objectives at the beginning of the 10 weeks and at the end of the 10 weeks to see whether all of us have helped you to achieve your objectives. And you are to tell us your primary health habit, what you want to achieve during these 10 weeks. And listen to the people that are giving their presentations and think about who you'd like to have as your buddy. And email me your first, second, third choice, and I will match you up. Some people already have buddies. But the rest of you, please, it's wonderful to have a buddy. I talk to my buddy every day. It really helps me. We go over our great gratitude lists and how we're doing on our goal to the habit we want to achieve. And we do the same meditation, and so we discuss our meditation too. But everybody has a different goal.
It every day.
So you can some people only talk to their buddy once a week, but it's great if you can do it very often. I've asked Margie Leo to tell us when your minute is up. And because we have sort of a tight schedule tonight. And I'll ring a gong too. That goes like this. So I'll go to the list now, to people who are here tonight and call on different people. Let's see, we go to my, Annie, would you go first?
Sure. My name's Annie Margison. I live in Rehoboth, Massachusetts. And what else did you want to know? My three objectives for taking the class is I would like to eat a salad every day. I would like to start growing my own sprouts and microgreens on a regular basis again, which I have gotten out of the habit. And I would like to lose some weight, which would mean diet and exercise for me. So I'm going to make myself a little plan. So that's it. Was there anything else?
Yes, habit. What habit?
My habit is my salad every day.
Okay, great. Thank you. And Margie, next.
I'm Margie Alio. I live in East Bridgewater, Mass. And I used to do health, safety, and environmental and global sustainability. And I recently retired. And my objective is just better health, weight loss, and learn more about some of these techniques. And I also want to keep track of my food better, like using MyFitnessPal to try to help lose weight. That's all. Thanks.
And your habit?
Well, the habit is I'm going to have to write things down, what I'm eating, and just focus more.
Okay, great. And Leah Jacobson.
Hi, I'm Leah Jacobson. Can you hear me?
Yes, right.
Okay.
Good to see you.
I live in Newton, Mass. I'm here. I'd like to focus on mindful, grateful eating. So the spirituality of eating in a very blessed, as a blessed event. I'd like to work on my sprouting more. I have gotten away from sprouting. And I already eat a salad every day and exercise every day. So I guess overall to just feel healthier and stronger. Obviously that includes regulating my blood sugar and cholesterol, just to revisit these important tenets of healthy eating, pretty much. And support whoever I can.
Thank you. Anastasia. I thought I saw Anastasia.
There, I'm here. Sorry, I was muted still. My name's Anastasia. I'm in Framingham, Mass. And my objectives are to learn to sprout sunflower and wheatgrass sprouts, and to drink wheatgrass juice every day, and to eat raw. My primary health habit is to learn to eat raw, fully raw.
Great. And Cindy.
Hi, my name is Cindy, and I live in Stowe, Massachusetts. I've been on a quest to improve my health for the past 20 years. Since learning I had chronic Lyme disease and some other diagnosis. So I'm actually doing a whole lot better now. I'm at the end of my health journey as far as getting over my illness. So I've realized how important it is to eat healthy and feed yourself with live raw foods for energy. I've discovered the wheatgrass through Betsy's class last year, and it does make a huge difference for me, as well as the sprouts. I studied holistic health years ago, but have only been working part-time while working on my health. So it's great to be reminded of how important it is to keep with the program. And my objective is to eat healthier choices every day, eat salads more and other raw foods, even for breakfast. I don't think it's necessary to have some of the carbs that I was having, just to have more raw food and to lose weight and to continue to detox the body for more energy. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And Darla. Darla, can you unmute?
All right, I'm not sure what I need to do to get, can you see me?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you take the screen, the presentation down so he's focused on the person on the screen?
Yeah, I'll stop sharing.
I can just tell you,
We should
my name is,
should be seeing the people and not the wording.
Oh, Darla, can you?
I can see her.
I, I,
I can see her now
I,
on the
I,
bottom.
I can't see her. Could you close the presentation slide so we see just Darla?
I
That's
see.
true.
Here she is.
Oh, there she is.
Okay,
Looking
okay.
beautiful. Darla, yes.
So my name is Darla Martin. I live in Brookline and I may be moving to Norwood in the next 6 weeks. I would like to improve my health, especially my energy. And I am here to listen, to learn. I know very little about what this program is about. I would like to begin to juice on a regular basis, and I have been buying juice on a daily basis, but I don't know how to use the juicer yet. And I'd like to keep a gratitude journal while I'm on this trip. And what's the other question, Betsy?
Your habit that you want to work on.
The habit is learning to juice.
Wonderful. Thank you. So
Thank you.
Emma. I thought-
She's here. I'm really talking to her in the chat. Emma.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm walking right now. I can't. I'll be back at my house in like 5 minutes. If you could just come back to me.
Okay, thank you. And Jason.
Okay, one sec. I gotta pull up the presentation. Oh, okay. So I'm Jason Jang, and I'm from Melrose, Massachusetts, right next to Boston. And what are 3 objectives for taking the Eat to Thrive course? Number 1, I like to eat very healthy foods instead of just eating like fast foods. Number 2, as you guys know, I work at the dining hall, so I have a great interest in eating healthy foods, even though there's a big difference in the dining hall food and the food that's shown here. And number 3, I just like to try out different types of foods, honestly, from different cultures and stuff like that. So, and number 3, what is your primary health habit you want to achieve during these 10 weeks? Just just eating healthy and just eating healthy, honestly.
Okay, thank you. And Heather.
No problem.
Hi, my name is Heather Henson, and I'm currently tuning in from Orlando, Florida, but I'll be traveling back up to West Cornwall, Connecticut on Sunday. So I live a little bit between the 2 places. My 3 objectives are to, the community is really important. So actually this group is really important, especially because I have most of my raw food community is in Florida. So I actually would love to meet more people that are New England based. And then of course, another objective is just knowledge, all the knowledge of the speakers that are coming. And then the other one is I'm hoping to kind of learn from the teaching ways. I'm interested in teaching myself, and I'm really interested in seeing all the different teachers and the way that they're presenting their information. And the one habit I would like to work on is I'm really working on my sleep schedule. I'm terrible about sleeping. So I'd like to work on the daylight diet mentality. So trying to eat during the daylight hours and then trying to sleep during the dark hours is my emphasis, my effort.
Great. Very good. Thank you. Lena.
So my name is Lena. I'm from Danvers, Massachusetts, the North Shore. And my 3 objectives are to go back to, I've been to Hippocrates for like a cancer program 8 years ago, and or 7 years ago. And so I had maintained the lifestyle for a while, and now I'm pretty off from it, and kind of feeling the effects on my body, like little illnesses, colds and stuff, and belly things that keep coming up. So my 3 objectives are to go back to raw food, dehydrating, and sprouting, to feel energized and vibrant, and to lose some of the weight that I've gained over this past year as well. And of course, to stay healthy. My primary health habit, I think that will help me a lot, is to be organized, and schedule meals and preparations and stuff like that, so that I'm actually, doing that on a regular basis, and it's on my calendar, on my daily calendar. And that's it.
Thank you so much. Great to have you with us. And Lynn Glazer.
Okay, I'm not sure if I will be here on a regular basis, but so I didn't quite get this together, but I think the things that I'd really like to do would just incorporate more raw food, more salads. Maybe try sprouting, and to exercise more, and also just to be more organized in terms of planning, because I write lists to go to the market, but I think I could plan better, and that would help me. And the thing that I would like to, I guess, work on would be eliminate my daily potato chip quota. Or at least decrease it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And Marnie.
Hi, my name is Marnie Lee. I'm from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. My 3 main objectives are to begin to eat fully raw. I used to be fully raw quite a while ago for 3 years straight. I'd like to get back to that by the end of this class for sure, and hopefully starting today, I'd like to go fully raw. So we'll see how that goes. I've already bought a whole bunch of frozen wheatgrass. I'd like to start consuming that on a daily basis, not missing any. I've also like to incorporate sprouting on a daily basis, and not miss that as well as regular juicing throughout the week. One of the main habits that I'd really like to change is to plan my meals. I sort of just go on a whim and put things together here and there, but I think it's really important to meal plan and to just have a really set schedule in order to stick to this course and to be really successful. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And so the number 1 habit is which?
Is to meal plan, I would say.
Okay, great. That's wonderful. Thank you. And Peter.
Peter, are you here? Peter?
Yeah, but I'm unmuted
There you
now.
are.
Thank you. Okay. Hi, Betsy. It's been a while. Yeah.
Peter was in
I
one
live
of
in-
the first classes.
Yeah. I was, it was about 20 years ago, I think, something like that. Yeah. That
So-
class that I took with you. And I moved to Arizona 10 years ago. And I've been pretty good at staying with the raw thing. It was a huge help. 25 years ago, I had cancer, and there hasn't been anything like that for 25 years. So I guess, that's a good thing. But also a lot of health things came from your class, Betsy. I really followed a lot of that.
Thank you.
In terms of objectives, I think it's just, in 20 years, I've sort of gone away from it a little bit and gone back to it a little bit. And each time that happened, that was a wonderful thing, because it showed me the value of it, that the body wasn't as healthy when I wasn't on that. So it just reinforced that. So I have wheatgrass juice every day, but I get it frozen in Canada, a farm in Canada that sends it. It's sort of more convenient. And it seems to be working well like that. And also I use smoothies, green smoothies, instead of juicing. And I've been doing that pretty much for the whole 20 years. every day. My breakfast is a green smoothie, like the one I have here. Very a lot of greens in it, and sprouts. I have 2 trays of sprouts. So one of my objectives is I have 2 trays of sprouts a week. Half of it is sunflower greens and the other half is broccoli sprouts, which are really good for cancer, the broccoli sprouts. And I would like to get a large stack of trays, maybe 6 to 8 of them. So each week I would have 6 to 8 instead of just 2. I think that's my main objective is to grow more sprouts and sort of get into it more. And I pretty much am like every meal is a salad. You know, today in terms of the juice, I had the juice and then a big helping of sauerkraut. So, oh, I have been having sweets. That's the thing I would like to not do anymore. So right now I'm not on it. I used to put a banana in with the smoothie, which actually really improved the taste, and I've been just starting in the last couple of days without that. I have a carrot instead. It's not that sweet, not in a huge, big Vitamix filled with that. But yeah, I think that's an objective, is to just be not do the sugar. Although I still give myself a treat. I went away from the like health candies and stuff that you get in health food store, the health chocolates. They're not healthy. They have sugar, and it doesn't matter whether it's stevia or what it is. So instead of that, I did a frozen banana and frozen strawberries and some oat milk or hemp milk, and it's sweet and not that bad. You know, it has a different glycemic content for the sugar. So, oh, and yeah, I think I would just like to keep on the direction that I'm on and get a more solid thing. And I don't really mind if I vary, if I go off it, because it teaches me. The last time I went for 2 months having some sugar, and you know, the results were just there. I mean, there were just negative results. I'm very aware of my body, and I could tell. And then going off it in a couple of weeks, all that improved. So it's a learning process, right? It's a continuous learning process. We never stop learning. And I've learned that it's very good to pay attention to the body so that you know what it needs. But this class has been really helpful. Everything, the rebounding, I had a back injury and I stopped doing the rebounding, and I just started a week ago again. It's good.
That's great. Thank you, Peter.
Yeah.
Thank you. And Marcia.
Thank you, Peter.
Hello?
Hello, Marcia here. Hi, there. Nice to see you.
Okay, you guys can see me? Okay, so it's Marcia. I live in Tucson. Objectives are to increase live foods and grow microgreens successfully, to decrease cravings for sweets and carbs and meat. And number 3, to lose weight. And an objective would be to move and exercise daily.
And your primary habit that you're going to work on?
That's one, exercise daily, walk, move, yoga.
Great, great. Thank you. And Robin.
Okay. Hi, I'm Robin. I'm from New York City. My objectives are to improve my health, get more energy. I just had them. I didn't write them down. Well, obviously, maybe improve my memory. Let's see. Yeah. Well, I definitely would like to work on my sugar addiction, sugar and bread. And let's see, what else is the third one? Well, maybe I could parlay those 2 into 3. And then my habit that I would really like to do is make sure I get my food prep done either in the morning or the night before. Because what happens is if I don't get it done early, then I just grab stuff at the end of the day. Usually, I mean, I have salad fixings, but I don't eat properly at the end if I don't have it ready earlier. So that's a very big, important goal.
Thank you very much. And Samantha.
There we go. Sorry, I had to unmute. My name is Samantha, and I live on the North Shore of Boston, in Lynn, Massachusetts. And I have done Betsy's class completely, I think 3 times, and spottily a few other times. And the most important thing about it is to be joining a community. So that's one of the things I would like to get out of it. And I would like to return to eating vegan. I have a couple of chronic health issues that are very challenging, and eating different kinds of protein really affects one of them a lot, and it's very stressful. So I also would like to lose weight, and since I'm it doesn't matter what kind of food it is, even if it's the most healthy, best raw, wonderful, raw sprouted nuts are still incredibly caloric and have a lot of oils in them and stuff. So I don't want to overeat. So my habit is that I'm working on is doing weighing and measuring my meals. And I would like to find a buddy who's willing to talk every day for maybe, 10 to 15 minutes. We could each do 10 minutes apiece and we'd be done in 20 minutes. But having that touch base would be really helpful. I noticed a theme among some of the previous people that a lot of us were trying to work on meal planning and weight loss, but also just the planning piece. It's like, when and how do you do your meal prep so that you can have a few days of stuff ahead of time? With raw food, it's really hard to do it so that it doesn't go bad. And being a single person, it's hard to manage that also. So I'd like to do as much raw food as possible, but I'll settle for going vegan. And so I guess my habit is going to be the weighed and measured meals, and I just want to achieve optimal health. I think that's it.
Thank you so much. And Emma, are you here now?
Yes, I'm here now.
Great. What are your objectives?
Yeah, so my objectives are, first of all, I want to definitely transition to a more raw diet. Oh, sorry, my camera is all blurry. Probably about 80 to 90% is more realistic for me than totally raw. I also want to work on incorporating mindfulness into my daily life. So I would like to, I think my habit is going to be trying to do a 10 to 20 minute meditation every day. And then also I would love to lose some weight.
And which habit?
My habit is going to be meditating for 10 to 20 minutes every day.
Great, wonderful. And Emma is from Portland, Oregon, and Lewis and Clark College, and she's one of our great interns, Jason being the other one. Jason is working with the 3 to 6 year olds in Real Kids, Real Food, and Emma is 7 to 12 year olds. And we're so lucky to have them this term. And as for myself, my first objective is to heal myself, to walk the talk of nutrition, cleansing, and mind body. Secondly, I want to be able to help you as much as I can. And third is to heal the planet. And my habit is for 60 minutes exercise a day. And I forgot to call on Boo. Boo, would you share with us?
Can you hear me?
Yes, right. Yeah.
Perfect.
Right, I'm going to turn off that camera so that you hear me on this camera. So I came on my phone. My name is Boo and I'm in New York also. I heard someone else say they're in New York. Thank you for allowing me to share. I know I hadn't formally joined, but Heather had shared with me, so I really appreciate that. I have been raw 19 years, 10 of which were like 100% raw, and then I went to about 90%, mainly for social reasons and convenient reasons. And I really identify with what Peter said in regard to, I do so many blended foods now. To me, it's the most optimal and quickest way when you've got a busy life. But the chopping and preparing is also a lot of fun and a nice way to go. I do wheatgrass every day, but I do freeze dried. It's a cold wheat dried kamut powder, which is Egyptian wheatgrass. And I really like that quality, and it saves me a lot of time, and I feel that the quality is really good. So one of the things I didn't quite understand about the program, I have done a number of nutritional certifications and I do work with people already, but what I want to do is up level my ability to be able to share this in an easy and simple way. And so I'm hoping to be inspired by your program and have an ability to share that with some of the nonprofits that I'm aligned with and also private clients. So I'm hoping to be able to get a coaching understanding out of this. And then I would say my nemesis is that I need to work on would be not going to sleep early enough. I go to sleep very late. I'm a very nocturnal person, but I still wake up early, and then I have to play catch up. Like I'll work on 5-6 hours sleep, and then I've got to at least one day a week get in 7 or 8 hours. And I know that's not healthy. I'm not active at my best. And so I would say that's the main thing I need to do. I'm also a certified yoga teacher and a lifetime yogi. So I'm all about the holistic whole life experience and bringing that to community, underserved communities, and just more people in general. So yeah, and it all starts with the breath. So thank you. I think it was Linda who opened us with that practice. It was very beautiful. Thank you.
It was Annie Margerson that started it.
Annie, sorry about that.
Oh, no
problem. There is, we do offer a health educator certificate too, Boo. And so that if we could talk about that if you are interested in it, you can call me and we can discuss that.
Yes, I sent you an email right before the class, so you wouldn't have seen it yet, but I have 3 conflict dates, and I asked you if it would be okay if I could maybe listen to recordings or something, so we can talk. Thank you.
Great, yes, it's fine. One comes to the classes and takes what you can. There should be no pressure on anybody. We offer a lot, and whoever has
This is wonderful.
mute please so that we don't hear the background information.
Can we?
Jason, just mute everybody but me, please.
Yeah, one sec.
Jason is learning to be a technical assistant. All right, did you do that?
I'm trying right now. I'm just figuring it out.
Well, it's quiet now. I'll go on talking. So
You can go to participants, Jason, and then mute everybody at once, except for the speaker.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, but it's not allowing me. All right. Oh.
Well, it's quiet right now, so I'll continue. If I can't remember what I was going to say.
You were saying there was no pressure in case
Yes,
we couldn't make it.
thank you. I couldn't remember. Yes, I had a nurse come and she said, "I'm just going to listen." And I said, "That's fine." And that's all she did the whole time. She didn't participate at all. And 3 years later, she went to Hippocrates. So we want to plant seed to get you started. So if you are only going to listen, that's all right. But we would like you to participate. We would like you to take on what you can. But stress is one of the worst diseases there is. And so we don't want you to have any stress. So just take what you can and leave the rest for now. And just so of all the people, if there's people that stood out for you that had the same objectives you had or that you were attracted to, email me and say, "I'd like that person or first choice or that person second choice to be my buddy," and I'll connect you to. And as best if they're available. and I'll check with you all. So we want you all to have a buddy. So, we'll go on to the next slide now. Was there anybody who I didn't call on? I think I called on everybody. So
Next slide. Okay, one sec. I just gotta get back to the slide.
It looks like Linda didn't speak yet, the other Linda.
Linda Handrahan. Thank you.
Believe.
Linda Handrahan, excuse me, please share.
Oh, okay, Betsy. Well, one of my first objective to this class is support. It's a great way to, I've been doing this for since 2015. And I've met Betsy for the support, and I've been coming in all the time, as often as I can. And the second objective is staying on track, because with these classes, it really does help me stay on track, because we go over even though we may go over a lot of the same things, I may not have remembered everything, because most of the time, you know, your memory is pretty short when you're hearing people talk and everything. So a lot of times, especially the speakers have been really great. And my last objective is better health to keep my cancer. I had cancer in 2006, breast cancer, and I want to keep that at bay. I've been doing really, really well. And so I don't worry about it, but I know that I have to focus and keep going forward. And the one thing I really want to do this trip around is to track some strength training, because I really need to start doing a little strength training to get my muscles a little stronger than they are. And that's about it. Thank you, Betsy.
Thank you. Is there
Thank you, Linda.
anybody else I didn't get? Thank you. So now we'll go on to the next slide. Jason?
Yep, one sec. I'm putting into presentation mode. And I'm gonna share my screen. One sec. Back to present.
We'll be sending the recipes each week so you can get the ingredients and you can do them along with the person who's presenting. And please let me know if you'd like to do some presenting. We will be calling on everybody to give presentations.
Is it this slide, Betsy?
No, please go ahead. Pass the introductions, the one after the introductions.
Okay.
All right, these are the class guidelines. I'm going to ask different people to read them. Robin, would you read number 1?
Okay. 1, focus, commit, and follow through. Remember that A, winners never quit, and B, quitters never win.
Samantha, 2A.
Respect, listen to the person when speaking. And oops, I can't see this. If you have a question or comment, write it down and ask it after the person has finished speaking.
2B, Heather.
Great. If you are unable to attend the class, let Betsy know at least 24 hours in advance so she doesn't prepare for you.
2C, Leah.
If you are detained, text Betsy's cell phone, 617-835-2913. Enter class quietly and stay to exchange your DVDs after class.
That should be not there. That's old, but that's what I had it in my house. Thank you. And Lena, 2D.
Turn off your cell phones.
Thank you. Next slide. 2C, Linda Glazer.
Do you mean 3?
Yes.
Anonymity. What is shared here that's confidential stays here.
So don't go telling a lot of other people about people's private information. Linda Handrahan, 4. Linda Handrahan, are you there?
Linda. I don't know if she's here.
Roll call. Marcia. 4, please.
Number 4, be positive, unlimited, and unattached. Avoid negativity, especially saying, I can't.
And on number 5, Margie Aleo.
Support. We are all here to not only heal ourselves, but to heal the planet. Be compassionate. Remember that love is key.
Love is so important. It's more important than anything else. Thank you. Next slide. Marnie Lee Jensen, would you read 1? So pre and post blood tests highly recommended but not required. It's really great. I had.
Oh, sorry, I was muted.
I'll let you read the next one in a minute. I just want to tell you this. One of my interns, he got very, very busy. So his father, who was a doctor, came and helped me. It was the doctor setting the table and sweeping the floor for his son. And his wife had taken the course, but he had sort of not quite accepted anything about it. And but he had had his blood tested before the 10 weeks, and he had it tested after the 10 weeks. And he was amazed at how much he had changed just by attending the class and following what we were doing, which was really great. Marnie, read 2, please.
To have your application form emailed to Betsy and your introduction with your 3 objectives shared in the first class.
So the application, I'm not doing anymore unless a person wants to. It's in the class materials. If I've with the newcomers, I give them a consult. And so if you're a newcomer and haven't had a consult yet, please arrange one with me if you would like one. And I'll go over the application with you just to get your background and be able to individualize the course for you. But everybody, please send me your objectives and your habit, because I've asked Emma to write it all down, but otherwise she has to go back and look at the YouTube recording afterwards, because we want to post all your objectives in the class materials so you can see where you were at the beginning, and we will help you achieve those objectives. We give you a certificate at the end if you attend 8 of the sessions. And if you can't make them up this term, you can make them up next term or the term afterwards. I had one doctor who was taking the course, and he was always have patients, and so he couldn't be it. It took him 3 years, but he got his certificate. So number 4, Peter, read.
Reading the assigned homework in the manual and watching assigned videos.
Number 5, Anastasia. Or Annie Margison.
Participating in the class discussion of the homework.
And number 6, Cindy.
In a journal at least once a week.
Okay, thank you. Next slide. Number 7, Leah.
Calling your partner if you wish to have one.
Number 8, Darla. Or I just said number 8. Go read number 9.
End of course report emailed to Betsy and then shared at week 10 class. What you gain from the class, if your objectives have been met, how you will incorporate what you've learned into your life, and recommendations on how the course could be improved. Send Betsy an email to confirm you agree to the class requirements.
That's not necessary, but it's nice if you want to make a commitment. Okay, next slide, please. All right. I don't know how many of you are familiar with pH. Everybody who's taken my class before is, but would you read this, please, Anastasia?
pH is a measure of the acidity or alkalinity of a solution, numerically equal to 7 for neutral solutions. Increasing with increasing alkalinity, and decreasing with increasing acidity. The pH scale commonly in use ranges from 0 to 14. To test your pH, buy a roll of pH paper online. Test and write down your pH once a week, or at least at the beginning and the end of the course.
Yes. So Heather, read on, please.
Sorry, I don't know where she left off.
Number 1.
Number 1. Okay, first thing, oh my God, it's a little hard on my phone. Okay, first thing in the morning, preferably after 6 hours of sleep, get a test strip or tear off a 3-inch piece of paper, the roll. Testing with urine, either urinate directly on the piece of paper or collect urine in a cup and then prepare, oh my gosh, and dip the paper into the urine in the cap. Remove. Please note that the morning urine after 6 hours of sleep. Oh my God, wait, someone just texted over me. I can't see it. Wait, there we go. The 6 hours of sleep without urinating. This is the most valuable pH reading according to our research.
Thank you. Leah, would you read number B? 1B?
Testing, hold on a second. Moving Jason's thing, hold on. Okay. Testing with saliva, if you can't go 6 hours without urinating, rinse your mouth with water, spit it out into the sink and spit it again. Now collect some saliva in a spoon and moisten the paper in the saliva. Do not eat, drink, or brush your teeth before the test.
Next slide. Lena, would you read it, please?
Lena, are you here?
Sorry. As the test paper is moistened, it will take on a color. The color relates to the acid or alkaline state of your urine or saliva and ranges from yellow to dark blue. Match the color of your test strip with the chart provided on the back of your test kit. A number below 7 means that your urine is on the acid side. The lower the number, the more acidic the condition. 7 indicates a neutral state, neither acid nor alkaline.
And Lena, read next. Oh, excuse me. Linda Glazer, read next.
The ideal urine reading should be between 6.5 to 7.5, and saliva reading should be between 7 to 7.5, with an occasional lower, more acidic reading.
So you'll see if it's orange, you really need to be more alkaline. You've got to change what you're eating, because the green vegetables are going to make it green and healthy. And if you're eating processed food or animal products, it's going to turn orange. So keep the tape roll wrapped up so humidity does not ruin it. Any questions about, go to the next slide, please. So you can see here that it's really good. If you have a 7, it's green. I haven't known anybody who has it dark green. People usually have it at 7.5 or 7.0, and a lot of people have it very orangey. So you have to be sure not to have it orangey. Next, does anybody have any questions about pH? Speak up, I can't see you.
I noticed that it was, oh, sorry. I noticed that it was different for saliva and urine during the same time period. There was a little bit, the saliva was a little more alkaline, seemed like. Although this is a really old test strip that's been, I think I've had for years. I don't know how good it is. I'll get a new bunch from you.
Does anybody else have any comments or thoughts or questions?
Did I miss where we're getting these kits from? I think I may have missed that part of the conversation.
In the class materials, If you go in the sections to products, there's a link to pH strips that you can get online. They're usually $8.95. Anybody who lives near me can pick them up at my house.
You can also buy them at a health food store. They sell them too.
Not around here.
Oh,
Do they sell them at Whole Foods, do you think?
No, they don't have them at Whole Foods.
They
So-
might at the Dedham one, because the one in Dedham has a lot more stuff than the most of the other ones that I've been to.
Well, check that
You
out.
can
Ed.
get microgreen seeds and sprouting seeds at the one in Dedham, and you can't get those at the other Whole Foods. There's a possibility they could have it.
Yeah, and
I got mine in
Boo is
Concord.
saying go to Amazon, but it's Amazon one is on the class materials. That's the link on the class materials is for Amazon.
Yeah, that's why I say I tell people, I'm just like, oh, send me a resume, send me a resume.
Anybody else? Which question?
Can you, whoever is talking, you turn it down?
So, we're going to move on to chapter 1.
Can I ask a question? So I seem to have missed exactly how to do the saliva one. Can we just review that again?
What you can just let's go back. Go back, Jason.
I'll go back.
2 slides. One
This
more
one?
slide. Yes. Read 1B, Robin.
Okay, testing with saliva. If you can't go 6 hours without urinating, rinse your mouth with water, spit it into the sink and spit again. Now collect some saliva in a spoon and moisten the paper in the saliva. Do not eat, drink, or brush your teeth before, and then that's covered. So you're using what you spit in the sink, or you're going to spit again into something?
What you spit into the spoon.
Okay, so first you're going to spit in the sink, and then you're going to spit in the spoon.
Correct.
Okay, got it.
Okay. Anybody else? Question?
Thank you.
Okay, let's go on to the next slide. After the pH. All right, the textbook, hard copies are at my house. Those who live nearby, they come with the course and I will give you a hard copy. Otherwise, the online copy is in the class materials. And the numbers are a little different from the hard copy. Like the recipe for the kale avocado salad is $2.91 on the online copy, and it's something like $2.79 in the hard copy. So they're slightly different number systems. But I love Mahatma Gandhi's what he says, because it really is where I'm. Marnie, would you read that, please?
I would love to. Your beliefs become your thoughts. Your thoughts become your words. Your words become your actions. Your actions become your habits. Your habits become your values. Your values become your destiny.
So it is so important to have a strong, positive belief system. If you're negative, everything's going to be negative. If you're a positive and you have a strong connection to a higher power and to the life force that runs through the universe, everything's going to be strong with what you have, and everything's going to be connected to the universal forces. So it's up to you. Everything's with your mindset where you start with. And so I'm hoping that all of you are open and have a strong positive outlook right now. So and if you have a copy, those of you who have the hard copies can be looking again at the various pages as we go through this. The first part is on transitions from a Western diet to a living food diet with recommendations. The next section is on a good night's sleep. No electronic devices 2 hours before bedtime. And also remember, do not eat late because you need 3 hours for your food to digest before you go to sleep. So I usually eat at 5 and I don't need anything after that. If some of you go to bed late and can sleep late, that's good. But as somebody said tonight, it's good to sleep when it's at nighttime and be awake in the daytime. So if you are following that, then you go to bed earlier and get up when the sun comes up. Oil pulling is very important. You can use coconut oil or sesame oil, is to put in your mouth. We're going to go through this. Well, actually, it's now that we're going through this. For oil pulling, I'm going to call on different people to explain each, so I don't do all the talking. Margie Aleo, would you describe oil pulling?
You put the like coconut oil in your mouth, and then you just swish it around for a few minutes and leave it in there, and then you spit it into the like garbage can so it doesn't go down your drain. But at first I didn't understand that too much, but the science is the germs in your mouth will go into the oil. It's like oil, and then it can be pulled out. So it's healthy for you.
So you do this first thing in the morning after you test your saliva. You before you anything else, you swish it around in your mouth. I do it if I take my shower in the morning. I do it and I hold it in my mouth while I take a 10-minute shower, and it really gets rid of the toxic things that are in your mouth that come up during the night. And it's an Ayurvedic method from India. It's very good.
Can I ask, is it to get rid of, is it for your dental health or is it for your whole being?
It's your dentals and gums and your whole being.
Okay, thank you.
All of it. Some people prefer coconut oil. Some people prefer sesame oil for that. Well, Peter, explain about the tongue scraping.
Tongue scraping, yeah. Well, after the oil pulling, you have a tongue scraper. I have a plastic one, and you just stick out your tongue and scrape all the stuff, whatever's on there. I mean, I used to have like a little bit of white stuff on my tongue that would be scraped up. I don't really have that anymore, but I still do the tongue scraping anyways. I do it every time I brush my teeth, after I mouthwash, whatever's going in there. It's a pretty simple thing to do. I know that there's a metal one that you show that is sort of like a triangle shape, and you can use that. Mine is just, it actually has little kind of teeth on it, and then a solid scraper on the back, and that's what I use.
You can pick them up inexpensively, and they're also in the class materials if you want one. And
Yeah.
they always give it to you at Hippocrates when you arrive. It's very good. Exercise is so important. Look over that chapter. You should have stretching, aerobic, and resistance every day. And skin brushing. Leah, would you like to describe skin brushing?
If I remember it, you start, you have your, not the loofah brush, I don't know what it's called, it's the round.
Yeah, your skin brush. It's a strong brush. They're the best with a handle.
So you just basically start and you start with proximal to distal, right?
Oh no, you start with your feet and you come up towards your heart.
It's been a while. Okay, so you start with your feet and you go up to your heart. I'm gonna have to relearn this one.
Okay, let me see who I'll call on. Who would like to talk about skin brushing?
I can talk about it.
Great, Marnie.
As far as I know, what I do, you're sweeping towards your heart. So if you're starting at your feet, you're sweeping up your legs, you're sweeping from your hands down, everything sort of towards the heart. And And it's a really good thing to do on a daily basis for sure, because it helps activate your lymph nodes and get everything flowing and detoxify your body.
Yes, so and there's a video on the class materials about it too. And also a Yerba skin brush is there's a link to get it on Amazon. Do not get it wet. You do it before you get in the shower in the morning. Or there's a checklist on page 13. Make your own checklist. I live by checklists myself. I have a spiral notebook, and I keep every night. I'm sure I have a checklist for the next day, and I go through it, because otherwise I won't remember things. So, and it's good to journal. It's good to have a gratitude list and journal and see how you change, because newcomers, you're going to get tired when you detox. When you go in and change your lifestyle, it's going to be exhaustion before you get better. So realize that you're going to get tired at the beginning, because your body is going through a lot of changes. But then you're going to feel absolutely wonderful. Next slide. These are in the DVD that you watch. If you have a choice of DVDs, all the DVDs are, the 27 DVDs are on the classroom materials, and they're numbered for the week that they are. And the first week for this week, you should watch Principles of Health. Always watch the Hippocrates one if you don't have time to watch all of them. So the Hippocrates one on a healthy lifestyle. Let's just go down and read these quickly. Heather, first.
All right, the key principles of a healthy lifestyle, key principles to live the lifestyle. Make a realistic commitment that is true to you.
Meet Leah.
Focus on it, commit to it, follow through, build self-esteem and confidence.
Lena.
Hold yourself accountable with the help of a partner.
Linda Glazer.
Build on it incrementally.
Linda Handrahan. I guess she's gone. Marcia.
I'm here. I just didn't know which one. I lost that.
That's what this.
Build a support system of like-minded friends right here in Eat to Thrive.
Marcia.
We skipped a few.
Yeah, I think it's the next one is this is your journey, not your spouse's, friends, or family.
Thank you. Margie Leo. Maybe.
Be the change you wish to see in the world. I got mixed up.
Okay, Peter.
Stay in integrity. Eat before, after you go out. You can go anywhere with anyone.
Robin.
I think we did the build a support system, so I'll move on to stay with your commitment, even if you feel sick from detoxing.
Thank you, Samantha.
Clearing cycles, 7 years physically, 14 years emotionally, and 21 years spiritually.
And Boo. We'll go on to Anastasia.
You heal in layers. Often it is what is most toxic comes out after you're on it for a while.
Thank you. Next slide. We're going into breakout rooms for a few minutes so you can talk with your friends in the breakout room. There are 22 people, 21 people here. So why don't you have 7 breakout rooms, Jason? And get acquainted with each other.
the both of me in one breakout room because I'm on my phone and my desktop.
Good idea. Thank you. You're two people in one.
Mhm.
So get acquainted and talk about your what you're going to get out of the program. We'll leave you in for another 5 minutes. And then I will show you that will give me time to get my slideshow up. So we'll come back at 7:30.
I'm sorry, are we supposed to move ourselves to a chat room?
No, Jason's going to
Okay.
put us in 7 different breakout rooms. And I am going to get the slideshow. Jason, can you do that? Jason?
Oh yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to make a breakout room right now. It's not here for some
You
reason.
should be able to do it randomly.
Yeah, one sec. Should be here. Invite, is it this? I don't know how my professors did their breakout rooms. One sec, I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Ben, anybody like to give him a hand, tell him how to do it?
I don't know how to do it.
I think if you make him co-host, he might be able to do it because it's usually only the host who can do the breakout rooms.
Yeah, I don't think I'm the host right now.
Peter, do you know how to do it?
I think he probably has to be the host. No, I
Yeah.
haven't done breakout rooms. I've been part of them, but I've never organized them for other people.
Yeah, Betsy, make him the host.
He is the host.
No, he isn't.
No.
At least it doesn't say that on our participant list. His name is just there by itself. Host is only next to your name.
Okay, thank you. Wait a second, where's Jason?
That would explain why he doesn't have the tool.
Thank you. There you go.
There you go. Assign automatic, we should create. How many breakout rooms should I make, Betsy?
Make 7 breakout rooms.
7, okay. All right. Here we go.
I'm actually going to leave a little early because I'm just.
Drum roll.
Or make 6 rooms. Because Boo is too.
Nice to see everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Linda, so much for your presentation.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Yeah, we enjoyed it.
Good, I'm glad.
Do room to join.
Go.
Jason, can you put this one into room 6 because I don't have a mic on the one that you've put in room 6.
So do you want to, one sec. You want to be put in room 6?
Yes.
Okay, I'll do that right now. All right, I'm moving to room 6.
Perfect. Thank you.
No problem.
a second. I'll share my screen first.
Okay.
Here it is. Okay. So can I progress this when they come back?
Yeah. They'll
Everybody-
see.
Everybody back now?
Not everyone's back, but it's gonna close in 8 seconds. All the regular rooms. So
You're welcome, everybody back.
yep, I think everyone should be back. Yep, everyone's back.
Well, glad you all had a chance to get acquainted with a couple. We'll have other breakout rooms where you can learn to talk to everybody in the class.
Get to know each other too.
And congratulations, Jason, on succeeding with that.
Thank you.
Oh, what is the #1 cause of chronic illness, fatigue, and premature aging?
Stress.
Right. That's exactly what it is. So healthy habits solve challenges. Adopt a new healthy habits and the undesired ones will fall away. So daily habits for stress. I'm going to have different people read it. Anastasia? I'll do the first one, gratitude practice. I really stress gratitude. At night, go over your gratitude list. What you're really thankful for. We're so lucky to have a rain today. We've really needed it. Sunshine this week, which I love. And really write down your gratitude list so you can think about it during the day. Anastasia, can you read the next one now?
Yes, I'm unmuted, sorry. Meditation and other spiritual practices, chanting, singing, focus, breath work.
And the next one's very important. I'm going to just take 1 minute now. And who has, Margie, do you have a timer there?
Yes.
Time just 1 minute, and we're all going to laugh for 1 minute. So 1, 2, 3, begin.
Jason thinks we've lost our minds.
It's only 29 seconds.
Oh, really? Keep going. How many more seconds?
That's the end.
Okay.
We made it a whole minute.
Okay.
How did people feel from laughing?
Awkward.
Any thoughts, any comments?
I thought it was funny because we didn't know what we were laughing about and everyone's having a good time.
I was laughing at other people's laughs. It was great. Yeah, endorphins. I feel lighter and more energized.
Yeah, it's very stimulating. Like it gets the breath going and you feel it in your gut.
Yes, exactly.
That would be a good daily habit to add. It really does feel nice.
I'm energized. Any next one, Reed? maybe she's not here. Cindy, next.
It actually increases your natural killer cell count. Laughing does.
Yes.
I'm here, Betsy, just so you know.
Okay, read the next one, please.
I had to unmute. Acceptance of natural laws and
Where
circumstances.
mindfulness.
Oh, I thought I read that. Mindfulness and self-reflection.
And Cindy, next.
Return to your true self.
That's the self that you're born with, without all the things that you're attached to. You don't need any of those things in life. Just your pure self within. Some people say that call it God. Some people call it life force, but it's your inner self. It's your
luminous and radiant.
Darla, read the next.
Acceptance of natural laws and circumstances.
Just cause and effect. Just always go back and think about how things are with constant. Boo, you have raised your hand.
Boo, yeah.
Yes.
Can you hear Boo?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, right.
Yeah. Yeah. I was wondering, are we going to do exercise that incorporates these practices, or are we just making notes of them?
Next week is exercise.
Okay.
With Joanne Schmallenberger. She's going to do exercise with us.
Thank you.
And
it's very fun, Bo.
Okay. Darla, read the next one.
Balance between sleep, exercise, work, and relationships.
Balance is so important. Jason, next.
Positive mindset.
All right, next slide. All right, I'll do the next.
Yeah, that's you.
So, Heather.
What is dis-ease? A series of symptoms that your body exhibits when removing emotional and physical toxins from toxins or waste from your body.
Right, so you can see, go sort of check these slides below.
I can't read them. They're a little small. I don't know what's going on. It looks like there's someone in the center that's so well.
We'll move on to the next thing. Yeah, read the first stage of disease.
For me? Yes.
Leah?
Okay, fever induces sweating. Do you want me to continue?
Yeah, why don't you read them all?
Okay, sweating, acne, runny nose, flu, colds, allergies, diarrhea, pustules, mumps, measles, tears. And then the question is, what do all these things have in common?
What do you think they have in common?
Inflammation?
Getting rid of waste.
You're right.
I always know I have a problem because with dairy, I get acne.
So Linda, hand your hand, go on.
Second stage of disease, what the body does when unable to remove toxins fast. Store in the body as fat or encapsulates it in the body as a tumor and toxins held in the lymph nodes, such as cancer. Number two, the body's own immune system attacks it. Compromised immune system like Lyme disease and chronic fatigue.
Thank you. A second. Marsha?
Anything that doesn't make the body thrive is a toxin. Do you want me to read all of them?
Yep, touch.
Touch, mosquito repellent, petroleum-based lotion on our skin and lipstick, plastic synthetic microfiber clothes, aluminum and deodorant. What you put on your skin is absorbed into your body. Radiation from cell towers, microwaves, and electric blankets.
Would you go on reading, Marcia?
Sure. Taste, chemicals contaminate our food. Hearing, negative news, complaining, noise, lies. Seeing, violence, bringing and inviting it into the living room, into your consciousness. Smelling, animal rendering toxic perfumes, candles made from oil, stale air in room from glues in room, cleaning fluids, air conditioning that brings in mold.
Margie, go on reading.
How do we solve these problems? Touch. Don't put anything on your skin that you would not eat. Skin brushing, rebounding, infrared saunas.
So just remember that you don't put anything on your skin that you would not eat. So just be very careful. Your skin is your largest organ and you want to keep it clean.
I just read last night that there was a huge voluntary recall of sunblocks. They have some kind of a toxin in them.
Yes.
So
absolutely.
I don't have the article in front of me to tell you exactly, but anyway, maybe Google it.
The benzynes, oxybenzynes.
Whatever.
Marnie, would you read this page, please?
Taste. Eat only plant-based foods, least hybridized and genetically modified. Oil swishing, tongue scraping, wheatgrass and green juice, and lots of greens.
Go on.
Hearing. Stay close to nature's soothing sounds and meditation. Smell. Breathe fresh air. Avoid all fumes. Read about ozone and decide for yourself. Ed McCabe, Flood Your Body with Oxygen.
That's an excellent book. Wonderful book. Peter, read the next.
Peter, are you here?
Oh, okay, Robin.
I'm sorry. I'm here. I apologize.
Oh, no, I got it. I can unmute myself. All right.
Okay.
Why we are grateful when we get sick.
So why do you think we're grateful?
Because we're detoxing.
Right, right. So be thankful that when you get sick, because that's what's going to make you well.
Yeah, all of it does. Even when you have like a fever, headache, I never take any kind of medication like aspirin or anything because you know that even though it doesn't feel comfortable, that's what's the body is healing itself.
Right. Thank you.
That's what it does.
It's so important. And does anybody know a quote about Hippocrates?
I do.
Yes.
Food is medicine.
Right.
Yeah.
Would you know what
let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food.
Right.
What's the other one?
First, do no harm.
Do no harm.
All doctors have to take that oath. Do no harm.
Oh, yeah.
But they have a hard time keeping it.
That's also the first rule of yoga, ahimsa.
Ahimsa, yeah.
Right. So for those, I highly recommend that everybody read Anne Wigmore's book, Why Suffer, which is on in the class materials under products and books. And so who would like to share about Anne Wigmore's book? Come now. Who has read it recently? Anybody? Well, Anne Wigmore, I'll sum it up briefly. Anne Wigmore, she is the founder of our program, and she grew up in Lithuania at the time when the Nazis occupied Lithuania, and her grandmother was a healer. That she used herbs for healing the Nazis as well as any of the Lithuanians that got hurt. Anne was a very sickly child, she put her in the mud up to her neck in the local stream that had a lot of mud in it. And she just spent the day talking to frogs, but she was healing her body with the clay and the mud in the stream. And there wasn't much to eat besides the grasses and herbs and leaves in the neighborhood, and they lived on just in things from nature. Her family went ahead of her. They left her with her grandmother because she was sickly, and they went to Boston and had a little apartment where they made bread and delivered it to the neighbors. And Anne wanted to stay with her grandmother, but she insisted she come and join her family. And her father wasn't very nice. He just sent her out each day to deliver the bread. And one day the horse and buggy tipped over and broke her legs, and they became all gangrene. And her uncle put her out in the field, and her grandmother taught her that dogs know how to lick up that gangrene, and the dog did. Every day this dog in the neighborhood came and licked her gangrene off. And she chewed the wheatgrass. She chewed the grasses around her, and she put them as poultices on her legs, and they healed, because the doctor had said that they should be chopped off, and her father had agreed. But the nurse told her she was 18 and she could make her own decisions. So she said she didn't want them chopped off. And so that in the next few months, her legs healed naturally from the wheatgrass and from the licking of the dog. And then she went on to study which grasses would be healing, and met one of the chief herbalists in the country, grass specialists, and it said wheatgrass was the best. And so she was very much of a missionary and wanted to heal people, and went into inner Boston to people who were so sick and so poor that they would get help from anybody. And so so they accepted her wheatgrass, and she was able to heal so many people. And this dowager on Beacon Hill, actually was in the corner of Exeter Street in Marlborough, across from the old Exeter Theater, said, Anne, you can bring your patients to my house. And so she did. In every window she grew wheatgrass, and she was working on. She made this kind of a soup that's and she fed people, and people healed. And so that's how this whole program got started. But read the book. It's a very short book, and it's very much of a page turner. It's very good. So I highly recommend you read it. So Brian Clement and Anna Marie Clement came to work with her. Anna Marie came from a colonic clinic in Sweden. And Brian actually was a fat hippie, a drum player. And he soon changed. And later they married. And when Anne had a little burner for those little burners that you heat up hot water with for tea, and she was on the top floor, and the curtains got caught on fire, and she got out of the building, but she went back to get her cat, and she died of asphyxiation. And then Brian and Anna Marie took the idea and went down to Florida, and they had a little RV that they lived in, and set up tents to help people. And slowly they began the Hippocrates, which is now 50 acres, but it all started with Anne Wigmore. So I highly recommend that you read it. I won't bother with these because you haven't read the, but just remember, your body's working on all fronts to remove the waste which we generate in everything we do. And so if you have green juice, and I highly recommend everybody does, those people who can get it from, if you can get wheatgrass by growing it, you're going to learn to do it in the 3rd week. You can if you grow it yourself, it's only 75 cents a tray. And you're going to learn how to sprout sunflowers and also pea sprouts to make the green juice. But that will help you eliminate a lot of toxins. If you have cooked food, it increases your white blood cell count. And your immune system is depleted and working overtime with that. So the more raw food you can eat, the better and more healthy you will be. So the more our bodies have to do to digest food, the less it has available to heal our bodies. So chew, remember to chew. If you get acid reflux, it's from not chewing. If it's eating too fast. Light a candle in the evening and have a quiet dinner so that you just don't gobble your food and inhale it. So the healing foods have, wait a second. Healing foods have water, oxygen, high mineral content, it's alkalizing, and it's nutrient dense. So the homework for tonight, for this week, for next week, is decide right now what one good habit you wish to embrace for the next 30 days and one bad habit you would like to drop. You find a buddy to phone or email each day to share your challenges, successes, and commitment each day. You don't have to reach them, just leave a message. Read chapter 2 in the textbook of Eat to Thrive. Listen to the CD on sugar, watch the DVDs on food combining, and excuse me, alkaline and water. Oh, yes.
I was going to ask, does food combining also lead to bad food combining also contribute to acid reflux?
Yes. Yeah. But the major thing is that it's the whole Fletcherizing movement in the United States at the turn of the century. Fletcherizing means chew your food. I had terrible acid reflux, which was bad because I was teaching school and I had to keep leaving the classroom to go to the bathroom. And I went to the doctor and he said, "You've got to take prednisone for the rest of your life." And I said, "Does it matter what I eat?" And he said, "No." So I went to a nutritionist upstairs in the hospital and she said, "How fast do you eat your lunch?" And I said, "Well, we have 20 minutes for lunch. It takes me 5 minutes to get down to the teacher's room and 5 minutes to get back. So I have to eat pretty fast." And she said, "What about breakfast?" And I said, "I eat it in the car coming to school." And so she said, "What about supper?" And I said, "Oh, I guess I just eat that as I'm walking around the kitchen." And she said, "Well, you've got to stop, even if you only have a few bites for lunch, and chew each bite 20 times. So I took her literally and I chewed it 20 times, eat my breakfast, my lunch, and my supper. And I chewed everything 20 times. And in 3 weeks, my acid reflux was gone. So you just have to get those enzymes from your mouth into the food. You have to make your food into absolute liquid before you swallow it. Otherwise, if you swallow a grape, it will come out the other end as a grape. Try it sometime. It just goes right through your system. To have. Let's see, do I have another? This is the last slide. Any questions about the homework or anything? So it's been wonderful having you all here. If you haven't registered yet, please do. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to call me. I have my 617 number is my cell phone number. It's turned off at 8 p.m. and it's turned on again at 8 a.m. in the morning. I try not to use the phone after 8 p.m. And I tried to do the same with the computer. Sometimes the computer's a little later. But try to not to have any electronic equipment in your bedroom at all. And have it completely darkened. So any questions from anybody? Raise your hand. A little hand go up.
I am struggling with navigating the website. Could we just do a quick tutorial of where we're supposed to go weekly to find this stuff?
Sure.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
I'm really getting really confused in the portal because it's confusing.
Okay, that's a good idea. Wait a second. One minute.
Like, if you wouldn't mind, like, start from like when we get on your website. How do we get to it?
Well, I don't want the slideshow. Wait a second. I don't want the slideshow. Jason, I'm going to have to ask you, I'm going to stop sharing and you're going to have to share because I'm
what do you want me to do again? Sorry,
Would you please go to my website?
Okay, the ETT website.
Yes.
All right, I'll share my screen.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
All right, so I'm sharing my screen right now.
Bring up the home page.
Yep, right here.
Yes, then go into login
You go to log in. Okay.
and log into the class. Put
All right.
your
I have it saved.
all right, log in.
All right, I'm logged in.
All right, go. Now go up to ETT classroom page at the top.
This one, right?
No, to the right of that.
Oh, my bad. Didn't see that. Okay, right here.
All right, over to the left of the menu is the Zoom link. You can always find there. Go to preparation materials. Click that.
I'm sorry, where's I went for my login. Oh my God. Okay.
Did you, Heather, did you get the login?
Yeah, if I go up for my login and I just didn't know where to go from there to get to exactly where you are.
Okay,
See at the top, it says ETT classroom page.
right here, ETT classroom page on the
From the login page?
So you log in.
I'm in the login.
Yeah, put your user ID and your
you have to
Welcome, yeah, it says welcome Henson Heather at Mac. It says, welcome, my name.
Then go up, then you get ETT classroom page at the top.
It's on the top right.
ETT. So right, just so you know, in my login page, wait, just for the log.
No, after you've logged in, it will bring you up. Go back one screen.
Woo!
Jason.
I think I have to, I'm in the login page, just wait.
This is the login page right here. So you go to ETT.
I do not have a menu on the top of my page. Should I'm in, does it matter about which browser I'm in? I'm in, sorry.
Hey, Betsy, can she share a screen so I can like try and fix it for her or something?
What?
Can she share a screen so that I can see what's wrong? Or
I don't know what you want.
You might try a different browser.
As a host, you can allow people to share screen. So we share screen at the bottom of your page, your Zoom page. There's a little green button that says share. You might be able to share your desktop so that they can see what you're looking at.
So you don't see the ETT classroom page, Heather, right? On the top.
Okay, here's my login.
Okay.
Login.
Go to the little set of 3 bars to the right-hand side of the, there you go.
And then I'm looking for that, what you just said, ETT. I don't see any ETT.
Oh,
you scroll past
right
it.
It's right there, ETT classroom page.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, then I get the portal. Okay, thank you. I could not figure out this. Okay, I'll stop sharing. Unless you want me to continue sharing. You
No,
can walk me through it.
Okay.
Do you need anything more?
Well, then daily we go into, then I see preparation material studies, classrooms, where I had a question, you will have all these videos you want us to watch. Are we going into week 1 and looking at the 2 videos that are listed, or do we go under videos?
Week 1 was for today. So now you go to week 2.
I'll do this again.
Then could you bring up the screen again?
Yeah, I'll be on my screen. One sec.
Okay. Click on.
So week 1 is like 2 videos, I see.
Yes.
All right, Betsy, what do you want me to do?
Go to the classroom page, please.
Okay. Here's the classroom page.
Yes. And so you go to week 1. Oh, everybody go to daily menus. Show them the daily menus.
All right, so you go here, you scroll down and you click daily menus.
I just want everybody to see the daily menus because we've been creating this. Each week, you're going to learn 3. Clint was sorry he couldn't be there today to show you breakfast and lunch, so we only had supper. But please go to the next page of the daily menu. So that here we are, table of contents. You'll see there's a recipe for each one, and at the bottom of Clint's, you'll see recipe presentation with Clint Norton. That's the video showing him, showing the video of us making everything.
When it says presentation, that's a video?
Yes, that's a video of
Got it.
of us actually showing him making the food.
Okay.
Above that are his recipes. And each, so you have many different days of possible menus for breakfast, lunch, and supper.
Wow.
And we'll be doing more this 10 weeks. We'll be adding to the recipe book. All right, go back to the classroom page.
Classroom page right here.
Up and we'll go to week 1.
Week 1.
And I hope he has them in here. There's the dry skin brushing. I hope
One
that
should be here.
I hope that Randy has put in the agenda that should have been in here from this.
That's not in here.
What?
I see agenda.
Yeah.
Yeah, right here. Week 1.
A lot of, okay, so that's the agenda. That's what we're working on tonight.
Yeah.
Great. Agenda for the class. There's a lot of other things.
Wait a second. Go back, please. Go back.
My bad. Yeah, I accidentally clicked on that.
Go to, I'd like you to read the Flexner report, which is very important. It's 11,
one.
it's 11 pages. And this tells you why we have the medical system we have today, which focuses on pharmaceuticals rather than focusing on the patient. And this explains why we have that and how Carnegie and Rockefeller has influenced our whole medical system. So that's really important to read how it all got changed in 1910. All right, go back, please.
Go back.
Betsy, speaking of things to read, have you read the Codex Alimentarius?
Is that the latest book by what's his name?
I don't think so. I think it was something similar to this other plan that came about in the, I don't know, the 30s or 40s.
Can you send that to me?
I'll try to email it to you when I find it.
Click on immune boosting exercises.
Immune boosting exercise right here.
Yeah. Jonathan Fang is wonderful. He's one of our speakers. He's a Chinese doctor. And these T-cell immune boosting exercises are super. They're free Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. It should have Wednesday in there. They're at 9:30 in the morning to 10 o'clock, and they're excellent. And you can go in with this Zoom meeting and this ID. And
Wait, what day is that you said?
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. 9:30 in the morning.
And Betsy, can't you access that if you can't make any of those times? Isn't it recorded somewhere?
Yes, on his, scroll down, I think they're recorded further. Go down. Here's one videos. Go down. There's more videos.
Oh,
I think you can scroll down a little further. There. Tells you about him.
A set of
So if you have problems with concentration, if you have problems with migraines, you have this one. Exercise for the lungs. They're excellent. These are excellent exercises. They've been really heal a lot of people. One of my students, she has cervix cancer, and she was able to increase her white blood cells tremendously just from doing these exercises. All right, go back to week 1, please.
Week 1.
Then-
Oh, my bad. I can't keep pressing it on buttons. Okay, here you go.
Okay, the guidelines, the requirements are down there. Go down further. And the homework is down there. Okay. And so go to the video so they can see where the videos are. Oh, wait a second. I want to see products and books first.
Where is that?
Go back to the main menu.
Here?
No, the main menu. Just above that. Thank you. And look at products and books. So here's Ann Wigmore's book on your left. The Eat to Thrive textbook is there. The Eat to Thrive daily menus. Then my students put together this nice recipe book. Terry Meyer and Susan did. The Real Kids, Real Food tested recipes for kids. The manual for the 7-day liver gallbladder flush, which we just finished. Then go down to products, basic products for Eat to Thrive. Click on that, please. Here's the pH strips on Amazon. Next, go down further. Here's the skin brush. Go down further. This is, here it is with the handle, which is recommended. Go down further. This is coconut oil. Go down. The tongue scraper. Go down a little further. Go down further. This is for people who are trying to get off coffee. Go down further, please. Go down further. If you want to start getting your sprouting kit now, you can get them here. Those people who live near me can get the whole sprouting kit for $25. And if you make it time to come over to my house. And so anybody in the Boston area. I don't ship. Keep going down. So if you want to see week 3 a little bit ahead of time, you can watch this video on how to sprout. Go down further. But she's got the whole kit there. Then this is the beginning sprouting kit. Keep going. She will ship it to you. Go down further. She offers the advanced sprouting kit. Also go down further. Here's another type of sprouting. It's really great to do too. Go down further. Go down further. Okay, so here's a lot of things that you can do to have. So that's the products. Now go back to the main menu. Okay, now look at videos. These take a minute to open in order to see them, but click and download the PDF. It just takes a minute for it to load.
Almost done here, guys. Just be patient.
So here are the videos to watch.
Should I click on them or?
No, don't click on them. Just
Okay.
scroll down. So there's 2 to see for the second. Let's see. Go to week 2, please.
Week 2. Week 2.
Go back up. Scroll back up.
Week 2. I don't see a week 2. Let's see.
Scroll a little bit down so you can see week 2.
2.
You're scrolling too far. Stop on week 2.
Right here?
Sugar CD is a little out of place, but it's a CD. That's a CD, but it's an excellent lecture by Brian Clement on sugar. So do listen to it and go back up. So these are 2 different things on food combining. The one is by Hippocrates one, and one is a lecture. And then, so there are 2 different approaches. And Leslie Barnett's going to talk on another way of food combining next week. She's excellent. Okay, so that pretty much covers the different things that are in the like week 2 right now, because we haven't made the presentation yet, is the summer one. So if you look at weeks 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, those are the summer agendas and so forth in the summer YouTube recordings. But as we go through, we will update it for the fall. So Jason and Emma are really great at helping me do that. So really appreciate all their hard work, because they have heavy school schedules too. They're both public health students.
Question.
Yes.
Next Thursday, we should have watched 1 and 2, right? These
Thursdays for today, you could have had watched 1 and 1, the principles of health and eating.
So for next week, we will watch food combining sugar CD.
2 food combinings and the CD on sugar.
Okay, for the next week.
And if you can't get to it, it's all right. Don't feel stress. There's a lot of opportunities to learn a lot of things, but you don't have to.
Well, it certainly is a lot of links, I have to say. And so honestly, I'm just catching up with, okay, all of these links in week 1, but by next week, you want us to also go through all those links in week 2 as well.
If you have a choice, just watch week 2.
Okay.
Go back to week 1 later.
Okay.
And so.
Don't stress.
Well,
This is why I've taken it 5 times. Don't worry. Be happy.
And the speakers, every time they bring in new information to me because they're growing too. And so they are teaching me new things all the time. And then I don't.
I have another question. So I see now on this PDF that we have week 1 videos and week 2 videos, but there is also videos in the link called week 1. Those are different. Like, for example, we have in week 1, we have dry brushing and something else in the week, as well as this principles of health.
Yes, yes. These are videos. That is just a little extra thing.
Okay.
And also Rebecca Matzel's one on sprouting is a little extra. So there are a lot of opportunities, but don't feel stressed, Heather.
All right.
Nothing is a have to.
Yeah,
It's your own, it's your own enrichment.
Right. So you can just listen to the lecture. You can just come to class and just listen to what we do in class, and that's okay too.
Okay. Thank you.
So, but
I thank you so much for navigating this with me. I've been navigating
that was a good idea to do that.
It's really, really helpful for me. Thank you.
Well, I'm glad to do that. Anybody else have any questions?
So we don't have class next week. It's just 2 weeks from now.
Right, we're observing Yom Kippur for some people, so we go till the 23rd.
Oh, that's good. That's nice.
So you have time to catch up.
Catch up, exactly.
And I'll send you the information so you'll know who your buddy is.
Okay.
And if you don't like your buddy for some reason, let me know and we'll get you another one. So, but let me know if there's a buddy that somebody today that you like their introductions and you really liked it. You can watch the YouTube again so you can hear the people over again and listen to their objectives and see if there's somebody you like. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get the YouTube on there quite soon. Into week 1. Probably he'll get it in tomorrow or the next day. Our web developer is Randy Steele. He's awfully nice.
Very nice. All right.
You've come a long way, Betsy, from those CDs. That used to stress me out more than anything.
What?
Well, back in the day, for people that don't know, when before the internet, Betsy would have all her programs on CDs, and so you'd have to rent the CDs and then bring them back before class or whatever. And it got to the point where I just never took the CDs because I got too stressed about losing them. So I love that Betsy now has everything on video on YouTube. It's really good. I was rooting for her for a long time for that. So as confusing as it is, it's a lot better than it's been. Less confusing now. It's wonderful. Thank you, Betsy.
Yeah,
I agree with you 100%, Sam. The DVDs
Oh my gosh.
and the CDs used to stress me out.
Awful.
You gotta check them in, you gotta check them out. And what if you don't have a chance to do it? Where did it go? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Do I have time to do it? Oh, I gotta turn it in no matter what.
All right. So I'm getting confused, but I should be grateful that it's all in one portal.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
you can go in your own pace and you can go back if you miss something.
Yeah, that's amazing.
All right.
So,
all right. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Stay on, Jason, because we got to figure out.
Thank you. Good night.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Thank
Namaste.
Are you still on, Peter?
All right.
Thank you.
Stop the recording, Jason.
Okay.
Peter, it's wonderful to see you.
Yes. Yeah.